Till now we added permissions at IAM level. Now let's see how we can add permissions at key level. So for that I will use same user test user, and let's remove this KMS policy, and this time let's use Lambda function. So I will attach Lambda full access so that this user have permission to create Lambda. And let's refresh the page. Now let's create a function and let's call it KMS test. Everything else keep default, but in additional configuration, let's use AWS KMS customer managed key to encrypt the Lambda code. So this is especially useful when you want someone to do Lambda specific operations, but you do not want them to edit code of your Lambda function. Then in that scenario, we can encrypt code of Lambda function. Now here you might be thinking why this user is able to list KMS keys or KMS aliases even though we removed KMS policy for this user. So if I go to IAM dashboard, I do not have a KMS policy anymore, but I have this AWS Lambda full access, and for this Lambda full access, KMS list aliases is attached to this user. That's why I'm able to list all the alias. I will select learn, but it is failing. You don't have permission to describe key. So I can list the available aliases, but for this particular key or for this particular alias, I do not have describe key permission that we need to add. Let's go to KMS key policy, and here add one statement, and action we want describe key, and we need to add principal also to tell which user we want or which IAM role we want to do describe key. So add, and I want IAM user, then go to test user, copy ARN or Amazon resource name for that user and paste here. Save the changes, and now refresh it, select learn. It will not work. We need to refresh, and for keys select learn. We will not see any error. Create function. Again we got error. We do not have permission to create IAM role. Okay, let's go to IAM role again and add permission. Let's see if there is something for role or IAM read only. For now, let's give IAM full access to this user. Again, I need to refresh. Now, again it failed, and it is saying that this user do not have permission for generate key, because when function is created, the default code of function, it tried to encrypt and failed at that step. So let's go to KMS key policy and edit policy again. This time, here only, let's add one more policy, get data, not get, generate data key, and save changes. Again, we need to refresh. Now I will call this KMS only, and select key, and hopefully this time it should create It failed again because I do not have decrypt permission. Again, let's add decrypt as well. Now, this time issue is not that our user do not have necessary KMS permissions, but instead this Lambda service itself do not have KMS permission for this. So let's go to KMS policy, edit the policy, and add one more statement. This time we want to add generate data key and decrypt. And for principal, select AWS services and select lambda.amazonaws.com and add. So now we have this default statement, statement to add permissions for our test user, and also a statement to allow lambdas to use these actions or call these APIs. Now save changes. This time functions should be created, and here function is created and it's encrypted by this KMS key, and I'm able to see the code because I also have permissions. So let's go to KMS key again, and this time let's remove decrypt permission for test user. Save changes, and now if I refresh, I will not be able to see the code. Ideally, I should have seen that I do not have decrypt permission as well, but looks like because of some browser specific issue, I am not able to see here. In Chrome, I was able to see that for my user decrypt permission is not here. That's why I'm not able to see the code. Now let's do one more thing. Using our admin user, navigate to Lambda console. And right now we have encrypted the code. Let's create some environment variables and encrypt them as well. So I will go to environment variables. This step I could have done using incognito also, because there also I have generate data key permission, but let's do from here only. And for encryption, I will use customer managed key, save the changes. So here as admin, I'm able to see the environment variable, but as test user, I should not be able to see. Let's go to configuration and then environment variable. Here, I'm not able to see the environment variable because decrypt permission is missing for me. So that's how we can use key policy for KMS to access control.